Hello everybody and welcome back to Kerbal Space Program, where we need to have a talk. I have been playing really poorly. I feel like I've been rushing everything. Here's the thing, it actually kept me up at night. How poorly I've been playing. So, I'm gonna fix that. But, first things first, this rocket, we actually need to abort this flight. We need to land this rocket, because I realized, I was checking the staging over here, that these fuel ducts over here, well actually I wasn't checking the staging. I went to do a practice landing on the moon, and these fuel ducts aren't actually connected. I don't know what they're connected to. They must be connected, oh, they're connected to the air brake. Okay. So yeah, we need to abort this flight. At least this will maybe give Jebediah some experience. Of course, Jebediah is dead. This is a clone, I believe, of Jebediah Kerman. I called him a ghost before, but I'm pretty sure he's actually just a clone because he lost all of his skills. So we're going to be calling him the ghost of Jebediah. But we just need to deorbit at this point and bring this thing home and fix that issue, and then we can go save the people. This is a new recording session at this point. I had a good night's sleep last night. It wasn't last night that kept me up, it was the night before. But with any luck, I should be slightly more competent today. That's what we're aiming for. Slightly more competent. We're going down to 10 kilometers here. And we cannot hold retrograde. But we are just going to warp through here until we are at 80 kilometers. I'm going to do it at 80 rather than the usual warp to the atmosphere because this thing has a hard time turning. We need to strut it up a little bit while we're in the VAB. Okay. 80 kilometers. We are heading back to retrograde. And we're basically going to use all of the fuel in this tank to get us down gently. We're also going to deploy our aero brakes. Physics warp on to stop that turn. And we will just correct this a little bit. So yeah, I don't know what I was thinking. I think I was just in too big of a hurry. I think that's all there is to it. KSP is a game that you gotta take your time in. Okay. And also, this is a different version of the game, so some things I'm not fully used to, right? It's not an excuse, but it's simply the truth. So, we are just going to burn off a bunch of fuel here, and slow ourselves right on down. We're going to be landing on the ground. I'm just trying to do... I know I said that I need to take my time, but I'm trying to do this landing as quickly as possible. Maybe we'll kill Jeb again. I mean, he shouldn't be here anyway, but, yeah. I just can't believe that these fuel tanks are connected to the air brakes. I'm such a moron. I need to play the game properly. And stop being bad at it. And that is the mission here. Because the last few episodes, I've been objectively bad. And I need to stop that. So we're bringing this guy right on back home. Maybe he'll get some XP out of this orbital flight anyway. And we're just coming in for a bit of a powered landing here. Okay, there we go. Excellent. And we will simply keep decelerating all the way to the ground. We are going to do drogue chutes next, followed by main chute, like so. Killing as much horizontal velocity as we can. Once we dip a little lower, we will have air resistance helping us tremendously. Although right now, we are actually losing to gravity, which is expected. We fully expect that to happen. We can't land with this stage intact anyway, so we're not even going to try. I think we can land with this stage intact, though, and save a little bit of money. So we're going to give that a go. And we're going to burn off all the fuel that we can here. Excellent. We're starting to see those atmospheric effects. We're already moving quite slowly, so that should be fine. Air brakes doing their thing. "18 kilometers above the surface. We'll be able to deploy drogue chutes quite soon. Crew report and temperature scan, sure. Drogue chutes are out. We'll collect all of that. Fantastic. Main chute is out. We're going to be landing right on that mountain. That's okay. So at this point, we, I think, may as well jettison this decoupler right here. No real point in having it currently. We can, however, fire up this engine, which I'm going to do. And we'll throttle it up in a bit. Actually, right now is fine. Okay, there go our drogue chutes. Excellent. Okay. As soon as our main chute deploys in a little bit more, we'll grab our EVA report. There goes our main chute. Excellent. Jeb can now EVA. We'll grab that. Okay. We will extend our landing legs. And we will simply land as smoothly as we can. Some of this will get destroyed. We were not intended to land on Kerbal like this. But there was a lot of things that wasn't intended about this. Whoa! We actually survived? Nothing broke? SAS on, please. Okay, now things are breaking. The physics are freaking out. That's more like it. That's on brand for this particular playthrough. But that's okay. We didn't need to save any of this. The fact that this much saved was actually a little shocking. I was expecting to lose up to here, which was where we expected. That bounce was definitely faster than expected, but we're going to get a fair amount of science out of this. Like, shockingly so. Why did you just blow up? Okay, whatever. All hatches are obstructed. We can't exit for the surface sample. Maybe if we were to undeploy the air brake? That should work, right? Yeah. Fantastic. Okay, so we're going to fix this rocket, and from here on out, I promise to be more competent. So we will recover this, like so. That'll actually give us a decent chunk of science, all things considered, as well as quite a bit of our money back. There we go. We've still got some money, although it's starting to get on the low side, to be sure. But what we can do is we can actually deal with that by hopping over to our stranded Kerbals on the moon. And we can hop one of them out. Like so. We can let go. And we can head on out over this direction. Yeah, you're fine. You're fine. And now, we can plant a flag, which completes our contract to plant a flag on the moon and gives us a good chunk of money. We will call this the moon site for cash. There we go. Fantastic. And off we go. We need RCS on. And we're just going to head right on back. Why won't you turn? Why wouldn't Tilly turn there? That was weird. I couldn't get her to turn in the air. Maybe because SAS wasn't on? Like, usually you can do... Yeah, it works fine. I don't know. That's weird. Anyway, we just need to get her back on the ship. That's all that needs to happen here. So, let's do so. There we go. And in we hop. Now we'll head on back to the Space Center. And we will fix that rocket, and we will come in and save them. So, first things first, I want to head into, not the admin building, actually. I want to head into the astronaut complex here. And can we rename these? Apparently we cannot. That is unfortunate. Jeb did get his 1 star of piloting skill, though, so that's great. Now, this is the auto-saved variant. I actually want this variant. And let's fix this slight fuel flow issue. We are going to make sure that that's quad-coupled, and we're going to flow them into this central fuel tank. There we go. Now, the other thing that I want to do is I want to strut this so that it isn't wobbling anywhere near as much. And all we're going to do for that is we're going to simply strut it from here to here. And that should deal with that. We're already strutted there. Yep, that should be perfectly fine. So that should do the trick. Let's make sure that we've got the proper crew. We just want Jebediah. We could bring one more person, in theory. Maybe we bring Debris just for XP, because we've got 3 in the other location, right? So 2 in the crew cabin, and then 1 in the re-entry module. Yeah, that should be fine. We did a re-entry test, and without this module here, we will definitely be fine on the landing. So that'll be okay. So let's go ahead and launch this, and the cat is going nuts in the hall. So while it's loading, I'm gonna go let her in. I'll be right back. Okay, I apologize for that, but sometimes she just won't stop yelling. So, we are ready to launch this. And off we go. So we should have no problems now, now that we've got the strutting situation figured out. Although we're not strutted up here. That may become necessary. I don't think it'll be super necessary, but we'll see. At any rate, maybe we should just go straight up and go a little bit inefficiently. But I hate doing that. Let's see. Let's see how wobbly it is. Okay, yeah, we've still got some wobble going on up here. We're gonna have to go SAS off while we get that under control. We're gonna have to do this 100% manually. So that's good to know. We'll just be very cautious here. Take our time. Not in any hurry. Whoa, okay. That's getting exciting. That's getting too exciting. Okay. Yep, so we definitely need a little bit more strutting. But it's not like we should ever have to use this craft again, so it'll be okay. We've got it under control. Just going to turn SAS on, and we're just going to hold here until this stage is burned out, or we are well and truly in space, one or the other. Our inclination is definitely a bit off, but it's fixing, so that's fine. We're going for, I think, 80 kilometers, so there we go. So now we're going to need to fight our way over to the horizon and just get ourselves properly in orbit. That'll do the trick right there. I mean, a little later on that burn, I think. Close enough. So we're just going to slowly make our way over to the horizon. And yeah, that definitely needs to be strutted there. But it was better. There's no doubt about that. But we shouldn't have any more issues at this point, except for this small issue. That's okay. Once we get out of the atmosphere, it should be fine. Okay, we are now arresting that. Excellent. So we are going to need to begin this burn, basically now. And we'll just get in position here. Excellent. Very nice. This should, in theory, be completely fine. We've got plenty of time to get into orbit here. And plenty of DV to do it, too. Like, this is a ridiculous amount of DV. Especially now that this is properly hooked up. It is properly hooked up, isn't it? Now I'm paranoid. It is properly hooked up, though, so that's all good. Our staging is correct. And we are going to be entering orbit momentarily. I don't actually care what our final apoapsis and periapsis is. Our inclination is definitely off, and I think we'll fix that before we go to the moon. That's mostly just because of the wobble. So, I mean, this maneuver node doesn't really matter. We may as well just be at prograde right now. Okay, we're good. So, let's set the moon as our target. And then we will go ahead and, let's see, we're here now. So at the ascending node, we will go ahead and alter our inclination. Other way. There we go. That'll do the trick. So we'll go ahead and get turning over to that. It's not like we're going to have a shortage of DV here. Okay. Right there. Now we'll go ahead and warp to next maneuver. So it'll be a 7-second burn. Oh, we moved quite a bit away from it in that amount of time. That's fine. We'll get back. Okay. Let's adjust that a little bit more. It's still a little waggly, and it will be until such a time as we get rid of this first stage. So, T-minus 3.5 seconds. So right about now. Oh, what are you doing? Oh, you're trying to go to prograde. No wonder. Okay. Let's, freeze these physics. I need to stop doing things like that if I'm going to not suck at this game. I was still stuck on prograde. Okay. Let's just finish this burn off. Okay, reasonable recovery there, I think. What's our current inclination? 0.0. That's good enough. Excellent. Okay, so then we're going to go to the moon, and I think right around here would actually be a good intercept point. That's probably too fast. Actually, yeah, a little too fast. We'll aim for, I think, 25 kilometers. Right there. Fantastic. Okay, let's set our focus back to Kerbin for now. We will go ahead and go to prograde. Gonna physics warp as we turn our way over there, or rather wiggle our way over there. It's pretty disgusting looking. Okay, that's not where we're going to finally want to be, of course. So we'll go back onto stability assist and make our way to the maneuver marker, which is currently located over here. There we go. Fantastic. We can now warp to this maneuver. And it looked like we had a bit of a turn there. I'm not sure what happened. We're quite a ways off of the node now. That's okay. We can fix that. This is going to be a 52-second burn, so at T-minus 26 seconds, we've still got plenty of time for it. It always warps us to 1 minute before that actual burn time. Okay, let's get a little closer here. There we go. And I mean, this is mostly because our reaction wheel is here. Or rather, our reaction wheel is up top somewhere. I'm not sure where exactly it is, but it's somewhere up in here. And our center of mass is down here. As I go right by the node. I'm not going to try to repair that. We're going to reburn it. Okay. Let's try something along the lines of that. And of course, we're going to have to change our apoapsis. Okay, we'll need a different burn time. That is a better burn time. And we'll go... Nope, we still need a different burn time. Maybe this one. Yeah, that looks good. So we'll burn this right about there. Just bring that up a little bit to 25 kilometers. And this time, I will try not to bypass it, because I'm trying not to suck. I'm trying really hard to not suck at this game. Unfortunately, right now, I'm just not succeeding. So, we need to warp to here. There we go. And we'll try this again. This time, we are going to want to burn at, and I'm just going to use this calculation that it does here. We're going to want to burn at 25 seconds. Okay, close enough. So we'll just get in position. I'll just freeze that, get a little closer, and now I'm actually paying attention. We're burning at 25, technically 24 and a half, but 25 is close enough. And off we go to the moon. Just trying to fix our attitude a little bit there for this burn. And here comes our orbit, getting exponentially larger. Excellent. There we go. That'll do. Perfect. So we will now go ahead and warp here. when we enter the moon's influence. We're not going to be running any of the science in space here. We'll do that after we pick up our scientist and can reset it. So we'll come back with that. Okay, so here we are now. Fantastic. So, at the periapsis here, we are going to want to circularize. So we'll go ahead and drop off a lot of speed by burning retrograde. That'll be perfect. Right about there. So I'm just going to go ahead and warp here. And we'll start pointing towards retrograde. We've only got 178 meters per second left here, which is good. Let's get that turn completed. We have 3 minutes left until the node. Excellent. And with that, it is time to put a cut in here, so I'm going to go ahead and do that. And next episode, we are going to successfully land on the moon. I promise. You can leave your offerings to the engagement gods in the form of likes, comments, subscribes, and bell ringings, and I will see you all next time.